Oh, oh, this is so exciting.
Franklin, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready for are you ready for these memes to take on 3?
Just the way that cut out. It sounded like you got cut off in the middle of 3. And so you were like, are you ready for these memes in best of 3? Like, you couldn't even handle the best of 3.
I'm sorry, my setup here is terrible. But we got Sam Craven versus Leonard Kraft III as the first top 4 match here.
Oh, this is going to be great. So we saw Leonard before, and we saw that Porygon-Z just do a lot of work.
Here's the thing, though, Franklin.
Yeah.
Leonard has a Tapu Lele.
He does.
Politoed has Psychic.
He does. This is going to be just great. I'm so excited. Because we just saw this Politoed. And Politoed, like, again, it just... it's hard to wrap your mind around it. Because you're like, wait a minute. Why does a Politoed have Psychic?
Because why not?
Because they're Tapu Lele.
It's a best of 1.
Like,
this is memes.
It's so great. Oh, it's so great. I just... like, everything about this has been everything I could have asked for. And then, in some cases, even more. You know?
Oh, I agree. The memes are out to play now.
Like, really. So for those of you who are new to watching Kansas City streams, who are new to maybe even Pokemon, there are teams in Pokemon, right? You've got the try-hard teams that are very strong and very powerful, and they're set up for like a best of 3 sort of scenario, and they are meant to win big tournaments. Then there are teams that have little tricks to them that subvert your opponent, right? So it looks like a good team, it looks like a normal team, and what we're dealing with is none of that. We are dealing with teams that are probably made of very suboptimal Pokemon that are
How
maybe...
is Pinsir on suboptimal?
Right, like, how dare I call Mega Pinsir, potentially Mega Pinsir, suboptimal? But the thing is...
Did you not watch Giovanni Costa's YouTube video where Pinsir plus Fletchling won a game?
But here's the thing. Pokemon players all around the world, we all love novelty. All of us love novelty, and that's what we thrive on in games like this. So there was a gentleman's agreement, because this was a best of 1 PC, that they would all bring these sorts of memes. And today, our definition of memes are these quote-unquote suboptimal Pokemon that are just so
enough with your
beautifully
tangent.
assembled.
It's time for the game. We got Smeargle PZ versus Politoed Metagross. Of course, this Politoed is carrying Psychic. For what reason? It's best of 1. But now it is best of 3. So
what we haven't seen yet is the full assembly of what this Smeargle contains, right? We've got 4 moves, and we've only seen Spore. And that Spore got redirected in the last set that we saw this. We know that this Porygon-Z is Normalium Z, and so that's terribly exciting. But we're going to get right into the action with a Mega Metagross.
So yeah, Mega Metagross can hit the field. We saw it at Rock Slide earlier. So that's 1 spread move. If it carries Earthquake, might be a good thing here because we know this Porygon-Z will turn into an electric type. And we just see the follow me from Smeargle. Probably going straight for that Z conversion.
Z conversion, for those who are a little bit new to this format or new to the new generation of games, that is going to boost every stat. The attack, the defense, the special attack, the special defense, and the speed of Porygon-Z. All one stage.
And we
so we
see
got the Moody.
the Moody doing what it does best and giving Smeargle an evasion boost.
Oh, beautiful.
So, gonna be even harder to hit now with any attack that isn't Heavy Slam or Aerial Ace or stuff that doesn't miss. However,
yeah, so this is really unfortunate for Sam because he was really expecting a fake out here. And Sam got a little subverted because you have to respect the potential of
Metagross
Smeargle,
hanging on button.
Thunderbolt.
Because of thanks to that evasion boost and Rock Slide having first at 90% accuracy.
There's a Spore! What are we
into
sporing?
Politoed.
Politoed? Yes!
Politoed going to sleep. Potentially shutting down like a Haze if it has that. Which would have been great there.
Could you imagine if that was going to be Haze? Like, all of this boosting, this Moody boosting, the Z conversion boosting, just like all of it taken away. That would be a whole other level. Just like, it feels like Sam might have just been able to counter team everything if we saw Haze. Like, he knew.
Oh, we see Bullet Punch get dodged by the Smeargle.
That was a skillful dodge.
Politoed gets taken out by the Thunderbolt. And Smeargle's gonna put this Metagross to sleep. And
Good night, Metagross.
Smeargle PZ. It was kind of the king of best of one still, even in 2017. Showing that it's kind of the same for this tournament.
Oh man. So honestly, this is going to be very difficult for Sam to overcome. We've got the Moody boost just rolling in for Smeargle, so he's getting 2 stat boosts, or he's getting 2 boosts in one stat and then a single drop in another stat, and these are all at random. So over time, you're going to get more and more boosts because of Moody. And Ludicolo coming in here. Porygon-Z going to go ahead and protect, and Smeargle going for King Shield.
Alright, so nothing is going to be hitting this Smeargle. Metagross also going for Protect there, or a Bullet Punch. And Hydro Pump is choice from that Ludicolo. However, this Smeargle... Oh my goodness. Alright, Smeargle now has an Evasion boost, a Special Defense boost, and a Defense boost.
Beautiful. So even if it does take a hit, it's not taking much damage for it.
Yeah, this Hydro Pump more than likely will not do anything, even if it connects. Metagross is going for another Bullet Punch, but staying asleep. Ludicolo Hydro Pump does connect with Smeargle. Does a lot of damage.
Oh, wow! Was that a critical hit?
No, it just brings it down its Focus Sash. Smeargle, of course, is just a super frail
That
Pokemon.
was still an impressive amount of damage after that special defense boost.
Yeah, so...
it is admittedly raining and same type attack bonus and Hydro Pump.
Oh my goodness, and Smeargle gets a speed boost. Smeargle gets the speed boost from Moody. Gets an
he
evasion.
still has an evasion boost, even though he got that -1 evasion.
Dropped a stage. But
so he's at +1 evasion.
Still +1.
And so Ludicolo can't actually be affected by Spore, which is actually a good thing for Ludicolo. But at this point, he still needs to be able to hit Smeargle at +1 evasion in order to take out that threat. But this is Follow Me's. With boosted evasion, I think we all have nightmares.
Hydro Pump connects again onto Smeargle. So, no 4-0 for the Mish team this game.
Man.
Porygon goes for T-Bolt, just showing off the power of Z conversion plus adaptability.
Disappeared.
Yeah, that Rotom got destroyed.
That HP doesn't exist anymore. It's just gone. And now we got the sun.
Now Torkoal is here. Ludicolo, no gonna be going first anymore.
Ludicolo with that swift swim is not such a swift sunner.
We see that Thunderbolt just destroy the Ludicolo.
That's just... Oh, man.
Porygon-Z taking 4 KOs in that game.
So looking forward to Game 2, what adjustments would you like to see from Sam?
I don't even know what you can lead here. To like, I don't like. Of course, you have to beat Smeargle PZ.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the obvious.
And we haven't seen Fake Out from him.
Yeah.
So we
like,
don't know if he's got
that
Fake Out.
Like he had like the thing that you like want to point to, like, oh, just beat it with this is like a Ferrothorn potentially, right. But there's a Torkoal.
Right.
Torkoal would love to see a Ferrothorn right now.
Yeah, and what I really want to see, I'm going to be honest, I don't even care if it works, if it's good. I just want to see this Pinsir.
I mean,
like
Pinsir, like you look at his team, like it punches holes and stuff. If it gets the chance to move, like Mega Evolve and move before the things on Leonard's team, because Smeargle doesn't appreciate it, Tapu, Lele, and Oranguru don't appreciate it.
The biggest problem that you have with Pinsir, I think, is the fact that Porygon-Z converts into electric, right?
Plus, Plus, you never even get the chance to potentially hit it,
right? Because
of the follow me from Smeargle. So it's gonna be tough breaking through this Smeargle PZ lead for Sam. And if you're Leonard, I don't think you change it up at all. Like it was just so dominant. Yeah, it was just so dominant that game.
Yeah, I think it is up to Sam to try and deal with this a different way.
We do get Politoed Ludicolo, though. So, gonna have that fake out pressure on the Smeargle. However, we saw Torkoal last game.
We did.
So this might just get turned right off after a few turns. Yeah. But while he's got his rain out, Sam's gonna have to make the most of this opportunity to start trying to pick up some KOs.
And we saw Ludicolo did a sizable amount of damage. And, I mean, Politoed, we've seen, has a decent amount of damage output, particularly in Psychic Terrain, but I don't think we're going to be able to see that. Not this time.
Yeah,
Politoed is going to switch, which is smart.
Knowing that its role is going to be needed for later to turn off Torkoal's Sun, just going to switch on out for that Ferrothorn, which is an adjustment we talked about this game. Double Protect here. Not surprised. Which is the Energy Ball.
Energy Ball. That is surprising.
Well, it makes sense for this turn because not wanting to miss and getting that guaranteed break on the Focus Sash.
Right.
But however, there's nothing to stop the Follow Me Z conversion this turn.
But here's the thing. The adjustment that I really like about this, Drew, is the fact that he brought 2 grass types, man. Like, Spore doesn't affect grass types. That's, like, if your team is... like half your team's asleep, you're not doing damage. And I think that's a great adjustment.
Yeah, we see that Energy Ball. Bring it down to Focus Sash. So that honestly might be... That damage is a little suspect.
Yeah.
From Ludicolo. That's a little suspect. Not
might
be
lie. Specs.
They could be.
Might be specs.
Porygon-Z gets up that Z conversion, becoming an electric type. We saw it can KO, which is the Iron Head from Ferrothorn, picking up the KO on that Smeargle. Torkoal is probably coming right out.
Oh, yeah. And if it's not, I mean, even if it is, right? Like, now Sam's in a pretty good position where he can bring out the rain to try and protect this Ferrothorn. Because Energy Ball is probably not going to do that much against Torkoal. Torkoal having access to Eruption, Heat Wave, Overheat. Like, there's a lot of damage, but Ferrothorn is actually a really bulky Pokemon. He's got a decent special defense, right? So if you can protect it with the rain, reduce that, cut it in half, I mean, he could be able to absorb quite a bit. Yeah, but Politoed's going to come out.
Actually, interesting that's the Ferrothorn that switches out for Politoed, and not Ludicolo, because we saw the damage output from Ludicolo.
Right.
But we actually see Torkoal go right back out, so Leonard predicting that Politoed and Harambe, the Oranguru, coming in. We didn't see this in the last game. But
Thunderbolt.
Good old Instruct Thunderbolt sweep, more than likely.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, just that adaptability that instead of giving a 1.5 times same type attack bonus, gives you double, right? So that adaptability, the ability on Porygon-Z, and then having its type change to electric, and then having Thunderbolt, which is already pretty good, and then having the +1 special attack. I mean, that's just giving... Porygon-Z is just doing so much damage. And it's not locked into anything like Ludicolo was with Choice Specs. So, like, Porygon-Z just has a lot of flexibility here.
Yeah, and there's really nothing that Sam's really got to stop it. Like, Thunderbolt is just tearing through this team. And we see Focus Blast, and it misses from the Oranguru. And we see Power Whip onto PZ, doing a lot of damage.
A good chunk of damage. That is over half.
And we see Metagross come out here. Metagross did show it was capable of taking a Thunderbolt. However, Torkoal is in the back, and it is not looking good for either of these steel types.
Right. Because at the end of the day, right, like Porygon-Z is doing a lot of damage. It has a lot of damage output here. But if you've got Oranguru and you've got Trick Room, you can still bring out that Torkoal at any point and just set up Trick Room, right? You could sacrifice Porygon-Z here, let it go down to that Power Whip, and Leonard's still in a very commanding position.
Yeah, and we see that Thunderbolt just continued to be spammed by Porygon-Z. Doing good damage, gets the paralysis. And the Politoed fake out. Metagross fully paralyzed and cannot move. Ferrothorn misses the Power Whip, and Oranguru sets up the Trick Room. So Torkoal at this point just kind of wins the game. If it is able to get out on the field while Trick Room is up at
So here's the funny thing, right? So you've got Metagross. Metagross is paralyzed, so now it's one of the slower Pokemon on the field. But Oranguru can still use Instruct here, and so he could just Instruct Thunderbolts.
Yeah, we see that Power Whip. Not going to be able to do that this turn. KOing Porygon-Z, so finally able to get that off the field.
And there's a Focus Blast into Metagross.
However, Torkoal is sitting in the weights, just ready to take this game. And it is here, and it is ready for some full-powered eruptions.
Eruptions are a beautiful thing.
And we saw that the Psychic Politoed was able to propel Sam into cut. However, not Politoed Rain Team, not able to do the same amount of work in this set against Leonard. We see Poison Jab from Ferrothorn.
That is great.
So underspeeding the Torkoal. So Iron Ball Ferrothorn, I believe. Actually, I don't know Ferrothorn's base speed.
That's a good question. I don't think Torkoal is as slow as anybody wants it to be. Let's double check that. Torkoal.
I'm not sure. However,
Torkoal base 20.
Because it's still Torkoal, Eruption and Sun, easy double knockout. And Leonard Kraft takes that set 2-0 very easily.
Actually, that could have been a speed tie. That's kind of surprising.
All right, they do tie. Sorry for the lack of. I've never had the situation. I've never had the situation where I've had to know about Ferrothorn and Torkoal speed tiers. But we'll be coming to you very soon with our next top 4 match. We finally will get to see the Coma O team. Of course, we had that.
Hopefully, without any glitches.
Yeah, we had that freeze round 1, and he will be playing Little Cup. So Little Cup will be on stream again shortly. So yeah, stay tuned.